There was a experiment done a little ways back. Nothing unethical, nothing too violent or crazy, no Nazi Germany death camp style experiments, just a simple experiment with some children. A researcher would go into the room with one, and he'd put a marshmallow on the table, and he'd tell the boy or girl, "If you don't eat this marshmallow, I'll come back with 2 more. So, the researcher would leave. And some children would eat the marshmallow right off the bat, no hesitation. Some would wait a while, look at the marshmallow, be tempted by the marshmallow's gushy goodness, and then eat it. Others still would look and want it, but hold back and wait for the researcher to return. Some weren't tempted at all. Now, which one of those children got all 3 of those marshmallows when the researcher returned? This is one of the key reasons why the millennial generation is miserable, and one of the key aspects you need to learn to avoid the fate of many of your peers. You need to understand the daily battle against temptation. Now, I know, a lot of you less religious-minded people out there are going to say, "Oh, temptation, he's getting religious on us." No. I mean, yes, but no. This is just facts of life. All of us at our base level are like that kid who ate that marshmallow right off the bat. Now, some of us will want all 3 of those marshmallows at the end. But we'll be tempted. That gooey marshmallow's there the whole time. It's looking at us. It's tempting us. It wants us to eat it. We could have it now. We don't want to wait. We want it now. This, of course, is a concept of delayed gratification. But there's something more important at its base. Sure, you're waiting for the big payout at the end. Is very important. But there's a build-up into it. How do you become the kind of person who can say no to that marshmallow now? Who can say no to the donut? I don't know. Insert what it is. And it doesn't have to be food. In fact, I'd say this is just a metaphor. Maybe you're tempted now to sleep with your girlfriend, but you could wait. You could wait for the right moment. Maybe a religious person, I'd say the right moment is once you do right by her and put a ring on it, but awkward references aside, I know I have to make my case. See, this is actually a question about freedom. The millennials are like this because they have no rules, and thus they are slaves to their desires. See, they physically cannot be that boy or girl who waits for all 3 marshmallows, because they don't have any of the built-up immune system, the tolerance necessary to control themselves and say no. Part of it, of course, is no one's ever said no to them, but a lot of it is their own doing. Now, you may think it's contradictory. What a fun tongue twister. You understand. Opposite of freedom to say that you need rules to be truly free. But in the end, this is one of the great mysteries of the universe. You need rules to become truly free. For you see, someone who has no rules isn't free. They can't... to give you an example, a fat man can eat whenever he wants. He can sleep whenever he wants, and he often will. Let's say he's rich, whatever, he's born into money, and he just lays around all day, free as a bird, quote unquote, and eats when he wants, sleeps when he wants, and all the rest. Can that fat man now go climb a mountain? Of course not. He'd die before he'd get there. He could pay someone to get him up there, perhaps a helicopter. But did he climb the mountain? No. Is he free to move around how he wishes? No. He can't. Physically, he is unable. And that is his own fault. It's because he had no rules set upon his body, his physical body. Now, take another man. A man who wakes up early every morning and runs. He works out, he works hard. He's not as free. He has to have a set schedule. Otherwise, he won't work out. However, even though he has more rules that he won't break, rules that he'd feel guilty for breaking, he is more free than the fat man. Even though he has a schedule he has to follow, even though he can't just go wherever he wants, he is more free. He can go climb that mountain. He can go run down the street. He can walk. He can enjoy things. He doesn't die at 50 from a heart attack. At its base, this is an example of how rules, the right ones, will set you free. Moral rules. Now mind, there's a balance to this. And we see the true irony, the real true irony, in the fact that those who espouse to have the most freedom, quote unquote, will bring about the most rules upon everyone else and tyranny beyond belief, to the point where you can't think differently. Oh no. So why then do the ones who espouse rules, moral rules, and set laws become the ones who are truly free, and the ones who espouse no rules, no morals, become despots? It comes down to the desire question. It is the war, if you will, the gene war, in some ways, between the boys and the gals who eat the marshmallow right off the bat, and the ones who wait. Delayed gratification is a byproduct of discipline. Discipline, discipline. Without discipline, you will not achieve any of your dreams. You will be the fat man, and if you're lucky, you'll be rich, but more likely, you will be poor and very fat. You won't achieve, you'll feel terrible. You may get a wife, probably not. It's a sad reality, but it is what it is. So how do you become the man who can climb that mountain? Whether metaphorical or physical. It's all in the head. See, it's a slow build-up. See, part of the children, of course, is how they were raised and the genetics and everything else, but part of the reason why one child could say no to those desires when he knows he should is A, he had those rules that he followed, those moral rules. B, he had built up an immunity. He had every day gotten used to saying no on account of those rules. See, the body, your spirit, your body, all of it, even if you don't believe in his spirit, whatever, is a machine. And it works in a very specific way. You could argue, well, more to the point, is a man more free if he puts diesel gas inside of a gas car? No. He's a moron. You could only put gas in a gas car and expect it to run. Now, you can put diesel in the car, but it's going to break. That is what we're talking about here. You may be thinking, diesel in a car, how does this connect? Well, simply put, the moral rules that have been built up over centuries and that countless people before us have died and worked towards and discovered the best way that the human machine runs. the best fuel, how to take care of the body, how to take care of the soul, how to take care of the mind. All of it together at once. And part of that comes with developing discipline and the ability to say no. Now this is a daily occurrence. This is a lifestyle. This is you saying no to that lazy aspect of yourself. This is you being able to say, no, I'm going to go and work. I'm going to go achieve. Now, a good way to start with this, yes, is the physical aspect. It's the easiest thing to see. When it comes to working out, those who don't work out every day don't see results. It's not very complicated. Now, they may come up with various excuses, but generally we all know, and they know. They just don't do it every day. Or they don't do enough every day. Or they eat too much. Who knows? But building this discipline is paramount to a happy life. And it deals with something inside of you. Goes all the way to the heart of the morals and the nihilism and all these things thrown at you every day. Are you going to be nihilistic? Does it matter that you'll get more at the end of the rainbow if you do things right? Do you care that you're running the machine of the human body properly and the human mind? See, you need to care. There is truth, and you must discover it. If you don't believe there's truth, then why build discipline? It's hard. If nothing matters, why do the hard thing? Well, the hard thing pays off in the end. So, my friends, if you don't mind the rants of a silly man like me, be sure to build your discipline and follow the story of the little boy who got 3 marshmallows instead of 1.